about self-healing materials. It's materials that can like kill itself like once it's damaged in some way. This would allow like new materials to last longer and be more reliable, since it like if it gets damaged, then it can like heal itself, so that it can still be used without like having like
you have a recycling kind of.
yeah. So there's like many strategy that's an approach for this healing, like self-healing materials already. It's mostly devised for only certain type of metal and ceramics and polymer, but not every material can be self-healing. And so my objective is like is to have like almost any material to be able to have self-healing and like be more reliable and last longer, instead of just a couple of materials that should be that only can do it. So I did my research. So I found that the microcapsule is kind of that method, since kind of like if a material is damaged, it would like the capsule like this nano size like would break, and healing agent would like come out of it and heal the material itself. So the healing agent like would like transfer to the damaged area, which would then start healing it. But then the healing agent would only last for like won't always be there, since it's only as a microcapsule. So once damaged, it will only heal it once, I think. Is how it works. So I'm thinking of finding another method that could incorporate with the microcapsule, so that we'll be able to self-heal like anytime at once or something like that. So so the conclusion is like I want to be able to incorporate like the microcapsule with another self-healing method, just to be able to heal damage like continuously in a way.
Yeah, okay. Question. So the self-healing is already there, right, for polymers? It's already available. You're just adding more, or are you having a new? So you have the microcapsules already available, right?
Yeah.
So are you going to add new materials to the microcapsule itself and increase that, or you're adding a new microcapsule to these available microcapsules? How are you?
Kind of like think about something like adding another self-healing method to the microcapsule, so that it could heal materials better and all this.
Do you have any idea at this point what types of possible nanomaterial is your potential self-healing material? Okay. Do you have anything in mind that that you think can be explored, at least at this point, or what would be a possible healing material? Because what's going to happen is you might not have any resource there available, right? At this point, it's really you now. So given what information you have available in terms of the different catalytic action. So you mentioned about catalysts, right? So you'll have some proteins and possible cofactors that you can put together so that these this process, it basically is going to be more of a chemical reaction or a physical reaction? How is the healing going to be facilitated?
Maybe it's about chemical reaction.
So if you're talking about chemical reaction, then you would have to now look into some possible chemical materials that will have that catalytic capability. And you're talking about, again, proteins are your best catalytic material, and what cofactors you would associate with your protein so that your chemical reaction is actually going to be facilitated in the process. Now, you need to have some consultations with that a lot with your mentor, Eric.
You mentioned you wanted it to heal multiple times, correct?
Yes.
And you also wanted to do a chemical reaction that can allow it to still be used again. Have you considered a, kind of like how blood cells do, have you considered a plasma and aggregate compound?
What about that?
It could be your medium. Plasma is the best medium to have all of the chemical reactions that can be facilitated because of the nature of plasma. And the kinetic energy that's in there, it will really facilitate it better. But it's the maintenance. How are you going to actually make your microcapsule so that it will have that environment to sustain your plasma? So it's ideally kind of the best environment you have. How are you going to make it and maintain it? Is the challenge. So there's a lot of thinking and incorporation of those possibilities. Okay. So at the end of the semester, what did you think you are gonna produce?
Come up with a theory about it.
Come up with the possible material. That's
Yeah.
really your challenge. Is come up with what you're gonna add onto the now available microcapsules, and why do you think that would work? And so just even giving a diagrammatic, scheme of that and showing this should work because of these, is already a good thing to show if you can come up with that. All right, any other questions?